Welcome, race fans, for another Thursday night here with the Crown Athletics Racing Tour, the Indy Series tonight. Drivers hit the virtual gateway, or as some refer to as the worldwide technology, here this evening as we are getting ready to kick off the second race of the season here. Before we go ahead and do that, let's go ahead real quick and get to where they are currently sitting coming into this evening as far as the points go. We'll start here with the team points coming into tonight. We got Black Gold Racing there, and DGR sitting at 63 points. CRT Pulse Racing there in second with 55. Leaner Energy Racing with 54 points in third. Mr. Rogers Racing, they're in fourth spot with 46 points. ARM Racing there in fifth with 29 points. Team Name Motorsports back in sixth with 28. With 21 points in seventh, we got True North Racing. In eighth, IRR Team Argentina. I don't know exactly. The fonts on here is kind of weird the way I'm reading it. It's 20 points. Ninth, we got Joshua Osborne Motorsports with 13. And then rounding out in team points, Gigabyte Racing there in 10th with 9. That is the team points coming into tonight. Getting down to the standings coming into tonight. You can see there Daniel in that 23 spot, 23 machine in first with 51 points. Aaron Hobart there in the second with 40 points. In third, got Santos there. Edson Santos with 39 points. Back in fourth spot. And pull this up here a little bit bigger for me so I can see. We got Jordan Probst there with 33 points. In fifth, Lance Anthony with 31. Back in sixth spot, we got Nash Fry there with 28 points. James Griven there in the 87 with 26 points. Travis Rucker in 8th with 24. In 9th, we got Andrew Frazier with 23 points. And that's supposed to be Mathis in the 99. Back in 10th with 20 points. Clay Carter with 19 and 11th. Scott Watson in 12th with 18, as well as William Rucker there in the 77. They're both tied for 12th. In 14th, we got Matthew Sorrento with 15, as well as Kalex Wetzel there in the 2. In the 16th spot, we got Thomas Melnick Holden with 14 points. In 17th, we got Joshua Osborne with 13. In 18th, we got Kiffin Simpson there with 12. In 19th, we got Daniel Pierre there at 12. In 20th, we got the 3 there of Brian Edwards with 10. In 21st, Andrew Fay with 9, as well as Garrett Hagan in the 30 there, also with 9 points. Back in 23rd, we got Bradley Williams with 7. Austin Rucker with 6. In 24th. In 25th, we got Warren Rogers with 6. And rounding out the field here in points this evening, RC Grove with 4. And then coming into, well, what they got as far as the session goes right now, coming into tonight, the pre-race analytics here. No name. It's actually, like I said, it's Gateway. We got air temp of 76 degrees, winds out of the southwest, right around 5 miles an hour. No humidity, mostly cloudy skies out there, but it is nighttime. So definitely going to help these drivers with their grip level starting the race here. They're going to have to watch out for, especially on the cold tires. They can definitely slip and spin out coming out of turn 2, especially coming out of 4 on the first couple laps. So we're going to have to keep our eyes up on that as we still got about 5 minutes here left to go in practice. So we'll see here where everyone's standing in practice right now. We got the 71 there of David Cook in that top spot with a 24.421 is his best time. Kalex there in the 2 with a 24.457. Pacey, the Triple O. It's a new driver here tonight. 24.471. Rick Raven there in fourth spot with a 24.496. Brian Edwards rounding out your top five with a 24.546. But it is practice. Anything can happen in qualifying. As we have about 4 minutes here left to go in practice. I don't think we have a sponsor for tonight, but I know, Crown Athletics coming on board supporting the league. Magnolia Laser coming on supporting the league. There's a few others. I know they have individual race sponsors that come on board and give their support out there for the league. Help pay some of the expenses that they have to do here on their end as far as putting up the sessions and things of that sort. So it is good to see all that. But what we're going to go ahead and do here real quick is they're going to get ready here to end practice here in about 3 minutes or so. We're going to go ahead, step away, get in our national anthem real quick. That way we can catch all the qualifying from start to finish. So don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, welcome back. As qualifying still on the way, got about just over a minute. So what we're gonna go ahead here is give you guys a little cockpit cam here. We're gonna go on board here with the 131. Looks like he's getting ready to come off. Ooh, as we just saw him smack the outside wall there. Coming down here to the last couple seconds here in practice. Going to go ahead and wrap it up here, get into the qualifying session here in a moment. I was going to say real quick, but it takes a moment for it to wind down. Qualifying is now underway. They do get 5 minutes here. Go ahead and lay down. Try to lay down the best laps they possibly can here. And we'll go ahead and, after this qualifying session, get them gridded up and out there on the track and underway. We do have 130 laps here this evening here at Gateway with about 24.5-second lap times. Probably going to have, but that's about 2.5 laps a minute. And those just tuning in here this evening, you are watching the Crown Athletics Racing Tour here, the Indy Series, season number 3, race number 2, here at the Worldwide Technology Raceway here in Madison, or as some call it, Gateway. So it looks like we have 6 people, 6 out there watching right now. I do appreciate everybody tuning in here over on Extreme Racing TV here this evening. Out there supporting not only the league but also the channel. Do appreciate that. Qualifying is underway. Go ahead and get, looks like Carlos there in the 18 has laid down a lap. He's currently in 3rd. William Rucker in that top spot as of right now in that 77 with a 24.577 on his 2nd lap. Got Rick Raven here in the 2nd spot. A 24.736. Oh, Carlos is up to the top spot now. A 24.452. Mathis there in 4th. 24.849. Brian Edwards, 24.923. I think that was his first lap. Bobby in the 0.34 with a 24.530. John Mathis here in the 98, currently sitting in that 8th spot. Andrew Fay here in the 28 machine, sitting at the end of pit road. But he had a lap here of a 24.974. Ellison. I'm just going to say Ellison. 25.693, currently P13. And got a whole bunch of lap times that just came in. Casey here in the 000, 24.833. Lance Anthony in 10th, 24.871. Daniel here in the 023 with a 24.876. All these drivers are out here qualifying. The only ones that have not taken a time, well, there's plenty, but the ones that are not even on track yet: Angie Frazier, Aaron Hobart, Travis Rucker, Brian Edwards. We still got about a minute, a little over a minute and a half here to go in the qualifying session. Now you will notice those that are new tuning in over here, the P2P there at the bottom left-hand side, that would be activated for any road courses that they have this season. It'll notify you how many push-to-passes they have remaining. They are allotted 10 of them during the race. So whenever they use up their 10, that's it. That's all they got. It looks like we only got 3 drivers out here. We got Clay Carter out here on track. At 43 machine. Looks like he's running the Premier setup machine. As we are getting down here to the last 30 seconds here to go in qualifying. And he's going to make an abrupt stop down there at the exit of pit road. And that'll leave only Mathis here. Sitting at the entry of pit road. Now he's going to go ahead and tow. Qualifying is wrapping up here, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to wrap up the qualifying and get into the grid session here this evening. Thank you all for tuning in. It's time to get them all lined up and underway here tonight. So let's go ahead and get down to the starting grid here for Extreme Racing TV. And on the pole here this evening, we got that 023 of Daniel with a lap time of a 24.429. Congratulations, Daniel, on grabbing the pole here this evening. On the outside, starting second, we got the 18 of Carlos Steele. In row number 2, we got the 34 there of Daniel with a lap time of a 24.504. On the outside of Daniel, rolling off P4 here tonight, that 3 machine of Brian Edwards. Back in row number 3, we got the 20 there of Edson J. Santos and the 20. Rolling off 5th. On the outside of Edson, we got the 034 of Bobby. Rolling off 6th. Back in row 4, starting 7th, the Triple O of Pacey. Widget. Wicket. Widget. Widget. I don't know. I'm just going to butcher it. I don't know. On the outside of Pacey there, rolling off 8th, the 77 of William Rucker. Back in row number 5, we got the 71 of David Cook. On the outside of David, rolling off in the 10th spot, we got the 52 of Lance Anthony. In row number 6, we got the 131 of Ellison there, rolling off 11th. On the outside, rolling off 12th, we got the 1 of Rick Raven. In row number 7, the 2 of Kalex Wetzel there, rolling off 13th. On the outside of him, rolling off in the 14th spot, we got the 99 there of Mathis. Back in row 8, the 07 of Joshua Osborne. He's going to roll off 15th. On the outside of him, rolling off in the 16th spot, the 43 of Clave Carter. Back in row 9, the rolling off 17th, we got Mathis in the 02. On the outside of him, rolling off 18th, the 28 of Andrew Fay. John Matthews there in the 98. He's going to roll off 19th. On the outside, rolling off in that 20 spot, we got the 30 of Garrett Hagan. And that will round out the field here tonight. All right, folks. Well, we're going to go ahead and get ready to get these drivers going at almost 200 miles an hour here. And the updated weather here, still at 76 degrees, air temp. Track info here, the Worldwide Technology Raceway. 1.25 mile here in Madison, USA, with the track temp right at 77 degrees, so a degree warmer than the air temp. As we wait for that pace car to dive off, and Barney the flagman is going to go ahead and get us underway here to start the race. And the green flag is out, and we are underway here tonight, folks, at Gateway for race number 2, season number 3 for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour here on iRacing. Okay, we got a wreck going on behind them. I think that's Brian Edwards going around. Let's see here if we can go ahead, see what happened here. Ooh, yes, it was okay. Was Brian Edwards, if I can get on him. Looks like he got loose. Somebody blinked out. It might have been, ooh, he hit the wall, came down, and who was that? I don't know who that was. I mean, it just a big one here on lap number 1 here tonight at Gateway. Do believe, yes, they do have a fast repair here this evening. So I would imagine all those drivers that were involved in that are going to come down get their fast repairs here this evening. As you can see, William Rucker there, in that 77, he's coming down here, driving almost sideways. He's going to come down here and definitely have to use that fast repair, unfortunately for him. Looks like Kalux, Edson, William Rucker, Clave Carter, and Bobby. They're all going to have to use. I think Bobby's having internet connection problems here. So hopefully he can come down pit road, not only use that fast repair, but find out what's going on with that internet to go ahead and get that straightened out and get back out here onto the track. You see there, Carlos Steele there in the 18 in P1. Started second, so he's up one spot. But you got Daniel here. Started third in second. Got two Daniels. The two Daniels are back to back. They always seem to do that. This one started first. He's currently third. And then you got the triple O there. AC up 3 from where he started up to 4th. And rounding out in 5th. Your top 5 here tonight. So far, we're only on lap 3. Still got a long way to go. But he started 12th. That would be Rick Raven there, up 7 spots from where he started the race. We're going to hope here that we don't have the issue that I had Tuesday night. Between my computer taking a sudden, abrupt shutdown notice on me. It crashed for some reason. Still haven't figured out why it did that. And then it was a night to forget as far as the racing goes. A lot of cautions. Just product of the track and vehicles that were being run at said track. It was just a combination of those two things that made it for a bad night. Not only, not only for the drivers, the league, myself, I mean, everybody involved. Definitely wanted to see better racing. Hopefully here tonight, these guys straighten it out here as we do have one to go. And we get some long green flag runs here as Carlos is in control here for this restart. And he's going to get us back underway here this evening as pace car is off. He's back on the loud pedal. We are back green flag racing here tonight. And it looks like we're up to over the 10 mark. So thank you everybody for coming in, tuning in over here on Extreme Racing TV. The racing is back underway. Get back here. What's going on with Brian Edwards? He's doing some battles as Bobby's still having some issues here with his internet. Hopefully you can get that figured out. As you can see here, William. We call that the Larson line. Those who watch NASCAR. Up there near the wall, but get up here to the 12th position. Got a battle going, well, had a battle going on with Andy Frazier. Mathis here. We got company with Andy Frazier. Well, had for a moment. Looks like down the straightaways you get a really good run. And in the turns, that's where these guys spread out. Here, Daniel trying to put pressure there on Carlos for the lead down to the start-finish line. He's going to have the inside going into turn number 1. Not going to be able to do anything with it. Had to really back off that turn. As you can see, Carlos able to pretty much stay on the throttle a lot more than Daniel was. Down in the turn, through most contact there between the two drivers, P1, P2. Good awareness by Daniel there to go ahead and just back off a little bit, fight for another lap, as now he's going to get passed by Rick Raven there on the outside going from turn 1 and 2. Different view here for Rick. As he's now going to go down to the inside just for the lead down through the front straightaway. I think he led that lap Yes, he did. Give that lap to Rick Raven, who started back in P12, already up the first in 10 laps. Well, 9 laps, actually. Up 11 spots. Woo! Carlos real close to that back tires. We have a caution here, and I think might be close. See here what happened. Oh. On TV2. Started right in front of Clave Carter here. That why is it doing that? Where's that guy? There we go. Jeez. Kept clicking on him and it kept moving to somebody else because the time screen was updated. Looks like we had just getting tight there on the exit of 2, coming up a little bit, and then boom. And unfortunately, Clave had nowhere to go except airborne. Looked like he was ready to go off in a rocket ship. That'll bring out our second caution here this evening. Second early caution at that. Drivers that were involved in that all down pit road. Travis Rucker, that Magnolia Laser 83 machine, getting service on his machine. So far, we've had about half the field use, a little over half the field use a fast repair. 1, 2, 3. Well, okay, not quite half the field yet. Looks like Clave Carter here is. I don't know if he's already used his fast repair or if he's using it now. He doesn't even look like he's in the car. Which would mean, yeah, he's not even in the car, which would mean that he does not have a fast repair, and it looks like he has just left the session here. Hate to see that here early on. I mean, we're only on completing lap 13 of 130, and you already got somebody who's retired here tonight. Unfortunate to see that. Hopefully, we'll have a better race next Thursday night, which will be over at the iRacing Super Speedway. Looking forward to seeing what those guys have in store for us. You think they're going fast here tonight? Just wait till you put them on that track here next Thursday. Rick up here in that top spot, leading the field. He was one of the dominant drivers last season. Every time he was able to get out here and race with these guys, and so far here tonight, early on, still showing his muscle, still showing he knows how to get around these tracks. Like I said, already up 11 spots. As the pace car is off to the safety of pit road, and Rick will be in control this time, taking the green flag here once more at Gateway for race number 2 for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Indy Series. Looks like he had a really good jump there on the restart. Get back here to the 10th spot. Oh, there was a battle there, but Garrett's falling back here. He's going to see here John Matthews can go ahead and get up to him. Doesn't look like he's going to have the momentum, but he's going to have the draft down the front straightaway here. See if he's able to close that gap up any down in the turn number 3. No, but we do have a little battle heating up a little further back with Andy Frazier, Travis Rucker getting around him, and now Andy's got the 99. I don't know if Andy got Well, folks, my iRacing just froze up and disappeared. So we're going to go ahead and get all that reloaded here. We will be right back. All right, we are back. We made it back in time for another caution. Not sure what happened on my side. It just dropped internet. Well, not dropped internet. It disappeared. So I don't know what happened there. Was the something with the small bits of skew can be caused by jittery variations in your network. So it had something to do with my network. Not entirely sure why it's doing that. I have to get a new router. Who knows? But this is our third caution. For probably a total of 7 laps here this evening as the pace car is off to the safety of pit road. Rick is back in control here to take the restart. We are back green flag racing here tonight once more at Gateway. We just completed lap 20 of 130 here this evening. You can see Rick. Is that Rick? No, that was not Rick. Who was that? There's somebody else driving a similar car to Rick. He's way back. Red, white, and blue machine. I don't know who it is. Not the 77. Not the 99. So he is a lap down. So it's got to be Edson? No. Ah, it's Carlos. The driver who started second. He is now running in 21st. Negative 19 as far as positions lost. You got Andy Frazier here. They're going to have to do something with Bobby, it looks like. Bobby is still having all sorts of problems. I'm not even going to try to click on him. He's blinking over here like it's a flashlight. Going on and off. But Rick here is pulling away. About a 7/10 of a second lead now over Daniel in that 34 machine. The other Daniel right behind Daniel in the 023 here in third. Get back once more here on Andy. Got all kinds of stuff going on here on the ATVO machine with Bobby blinking in and out. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Going into, ooh, man, who was that that checked up? That was a smart move there by, wasn't else. That the 90, no, it was not the 99. It must have been a lap car here. Well, whoever that driver was, that was a very smart move by them to dive off to just really hit the brake back off of that 3 wide situation here. You know, we're on our lap 26 of 130, a long, long way to go. I mean, you see here Andy Frazier losing a few more spots here. Even though, I mean, he's up to 14th, he started 24th. He is up, well actually, he's up 10 spots from where he started the race. Get up here, Joshua Osborne in the 07. He is currently running in the 7th spot. You got a battle going on back behind him with Brian Edwards getting around the 30 there of Garrett Hagan. Oh no, not Garrett. Oh, that's a lap car. No, it's not Edson. Who is that? Well, anyway, he was doing battle with somebody there that was not on the lead lap. As we have another caution here, we got found it here this evening, so let's see here if we go ahead, rewind that back, see what happened. And ooh. Had a little contact there getting into entry. And Andy Frazier goes around. Looks like he was the only vehicle involved in that. Hate to see that happen for him, but he does have the benefit of having that fast repair behind the wall, so he's going to definitely come down. As we saw it live before we went to the replay, he was already on pit road, or getting ready to come down pit road, as he is now on pit road now. Probably had to end up taking a tow. He'll get that fast repair, get 4 tires, fill that thing up with fuel, get back out here on the track as everyone's coming down pit road who is not pitted yet. Come down here and get 4 tires, fuel, get a little reset here before they go ahead and get back racing here tonight. I got it. Ooh, excuse me, had a frog in my throat. Keep forgetting I have to hit that live button twice. decided I wanted to do that. Okay. So now we got Joshua Osborne in the top spot. Lance Anthony second. Garrett Hagan third. William Rucker fourth. Nelson there in the 131 fifth. Rick Raven sixth. Daniel seventh. The 34, the 023, the other Daniel. Then eighth. Casey 000 ninth. And then Mathis is going to round out your top 10 in the 02 machine. All right. My lack of sleep is starting to really catch up to me, guys. I can't even talk. Go ahead. As the pace car lights are off, we'll get them back. Green flag racing here next time. Bye. Do appreciate everyone tuning in over here. It looks like we're staying steady at 10 viewers out there. We appreciate everybody tuning in here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour, the Indy Series here this evening. This is their third season, the second race of this season. Tonight, they're racing here at the Worldwide Technology Raceway, or better known as Gateway, over here at Madison, USA. Courtesy of iRacing for putting all this together for these drivers to come out here each and every Thursday night, compete on tracks just like this one, where it's the closest thing to the real thing you could ever experience. The pace car is off to the safety of pit road. We will go ahead. You see him running right around 50 miles an hour as the green flag is back out. We are back underway here this evening. We're going to go ahead and leave this driver bar up a little bit here just to see how fast the leader is going to go ahead and get going here down the back straightaway. And once again, down the front straightaway. See there, down the back, hit about 190 miles an hour. Down through 3 and 4, still 180. Pushing almost 197 miles an hour down into turn number 1, 196 to be exact. Definitely hitting some pretty good speeds here at this track. They're not really slowing down that much through the turns, so. Spaced out view here for you guys that we go ahead and see more of the track, more of the field, what's going on back here. As Bobby looks like he's for now gotten the internet connection taken care of. He's falling back here to Brian Edwards. The battle for the 12th spot. We currently have 17 drivers on the lead lap. The 99 there of Mathis is the last driver on the lead lap. The first driver a lap down is that 20 of Edson Santos. Well, he's looking for another caution to go ahead and get himself back on to the lead lap. The 07 is getting some pressure there from the 52 of Lance Anthony here. Lance is down, tried to peek down to the inside, not able to do anything with it down the front straightaway. See here if he's able to get him some kind of run here down the back straightaway. He looks like he's going to set him up. Now he's down to the inside of Joshua going into turn number 3. Is he going to be able to complete that pass? He's going to do a slide job on him. Coming out of turn number 4. Yes, Josh is going to do a crossover on him down the front straightaway. And we're going to go down turn number 1 side by side once more. And it looks like Lance is going to go ahead and let him go. And then doesn't look like he's going to have a run this time. So the lead for now has tamed down, but we got battle going on back here. William Rucker in that 77. Rick Raven there in the 1 running the outside. The 131 there, Elson running the inside. Ooh, blocking going on down the front straightaway there. Not exactly sure. That was a smart move there. Especially in these cars, your tires don't have a whole lot of protection there. Not entirely sure why. Seemed kind of early for that, in my opinion. But every driver has a different way of racing. Some race hard, some. But we got another battle going on up here. Garrett Hagan here doing battle with the 77 William Rucker. Hagan's going to have that spot move him up into P3. '28 here of Andrew Fay. He's just got around David Cook here in that 71. The 71's trying to hold off now the 034 Bobby. But now David's going to take it down to the inside of Andrew. Try to take that 11th spot. Not able to do it yet. Get back up here. We got Garrett getting past there by the 77 of William Rucker. Going down into turn number 3 and 4 here. Also got Rick Raven. Oh, that wasn't Rick Raven. That's a lap car. That's okay. That. You see here, Josh. So far holding pretty steady here. He's led currently 12 laps here, looking to lead his 13th lap. Lance Anthony here, he has led 1 lap. These drivers have not pitted. They've been out here 45 laps. The first driver to make a pit stop as we have a caution here. Looks like it might be at 98 of John Mathis here. Matthews, not Mathis. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure what that was for. Oh. There it is, right there. The 18 of Carlos. Oh, he just lost it in the entry of 1. Wow. He just snapped on him and up into the outside wall he goes. And looks like that will pretty much end his night. I do believe that is his one fast repair he won through. As yes, he did have to tow. He is also on pit road. So that would be our 3rd retiree here this evening. Played Carter, Andy Frazier. Now Carlos Steele, all on pit road. As Lance was able, well, he wasn't able to. That's because Osborne came down pit road. So Lance is taking the lead over. He's been out here 47 laps. Pretty sure he's betting on at least one more caution here. And come down pit road, get service on his machine. Try to do a little different strategy than what everybody else is doing here tonight. And depending on the length of this race here tonight, may or may not be able to do interviews here. Just because of the fact of how exhausted I am. Like I could probably put my head on a pillow right now and just go to sleep. It's been one of them weeks here. I had 2.5 hours of sleep last night and the night before that free, so Only running on 5 hours of sleep in 48 hours is not good for the body, especially the mind. That's why I'm having a hard time catching my words. Don't know how to say them right because my brain is deprived of rest. As we have the one to go here, we're going to go ahead and get them back underway here momentarily as they're slowly rolling down the front straightaway here at a blistering 55 miles an hour. Like we're up to 12 people out there tuning in here tonight. Thank you guys so much once again for coming over here, tuning into Extreme Racing TV here for season number 3, race number 2 here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. As the green flag is back out, we're back underway here tonight at Gateway, and Lance got a really good jump over Ellison there in that 131. Rick Raven here in 3rd spot, looking to get back up to where he was just a few cautions ago, back up to that lead. He's led 13 laps here. Got the 2 Daniels. I think they do this on purpose. This is the 2nd week in a row. They're back-to-back. They've been back-to-back all race. I got Pacey here in the Triple O. Back here in 6th spot. Mathis here in the 02. Currently 7th. Dave Cook, 8th. Andrew Fay, 9th. And then you got Bobby here rounding out your top 10 in that 034, trying to get around the 28 there of Andrew Fay, and he's got the inside. Not going to have the run though coming out of turn 4. Looked like he lost a little momentum as we got another battle going on in front of them. Dave Cook looking down to the inside through 1 and 2 of Mathis. Running that inside line, you got to be so precise. Try not to do too much to kill all your momentum on exit. As you see there, David's having a hard time, not able to get that momentum that he needs to propel him down the straightaway quite yet. We'll see here. You can see he's all over that back bumper. He's setting him up here down the back straightaway, going to go into turn number 3. Not going to have it coming here out of turn 4. They're side by side, but he's going to have an advantage here getting down into turn number 1, I do believe. No, he's not. Acted up a little bit too much. Probably got tight there as we got a battle going on back behind them with Bobby and Andrew. Bobby's now on the outside of Andrew. Going down to turn number 3 here. And got the 98 there. No. Who is that blue car? Not Kalek. Kalek is back here. Not Edson. Those guys are retired. I really believe that we have a ghost car out here. Because I do not see that driver. There's Andrew. Oh, Brian Edwards. Oh, was that him? Yeah, that was him because, yeah, he's in between Bobby and Andrew now. Okay, so he's not invisible. I was just overlooking him because I'm just going to blame my eyeballs for not being able to pay attention in class. All right, get back up here to the lead. Lance, 52's got almost a second lead now over the 131 there, Elson. Rick Raven in second, about 1.2 seconds back from Lance, about 0.2 seconds back from second. 2 Daniels here, third, 4th and 5th. David Cook here doing battle again. Ooh, contact with the outside wall. Who was that? Mathis. Mathis hitting the outside wall there. Looked like David got a little tight coming out of 2. Mathis was just trying to avoid incident there, trying to pay off the tires of David. Unfortunately, ran out of racing room, brushed the outside wall, but it doesn't look like it did a whole lot of damage, if any, on his machine. It could also have been a little net code. where it said he initiated contact, but there actually was none. See here, William Rucker trying to get around Andrew Fay. Not able to do anything with it quite yet. And down the front straightaway going to turn number 1. Looks like Andrew has the preferred spot for now. Get up here to Rick Raven doing battle here for second. Ooh, real tight there coming out of turn number 2. Good driving by both of them, not making contact with each other or the wall. Well, props to all of them being aware of the situation, but also racing hard at the same time. As Rick is going to try his luck again, trying to get around that 131. 131 looked like he was going to try to do the crossover and just couldn't do it. Got a little tight there coming out of 2. Actually, it was more at the center of the turn. They're really pushing. It looked like had to back out of that throttle. Didn't want to make any contact there with Rick. You got the white and black machine. I think that is... yeah, Daniel. That 34 machine. Now we got Daniel, Elson, Daniel. Boom, boom, boom. Looks like we're up to 14 people out there in chat. Tuning in. Not out there in chat, but they're tuning in here tonight. That's awesome to see you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming over here, supporting the channel. Like I said, Lee couldn't do it without you guys. We wouldn't be here doing it if it wasn't for you guys tuning in. So I do appreciate all the support coming over and tuning in here, even if it's just for a couple minutes or for the entirety of the race. A view is a view, and it counts for me, so I do appreciate that. As Lance here now has about a 1.1 second lead over Rick, but we'll see here if Rick's going to be able to tame that down a little bit. Keep in mind, though, Lance has been out here 64 laps. We're going to go ahead and show the pit stops here. Lance is the only driver who's not come down pit road other than David Cook. And also Elson there, that 131. Those 3 drivers have not come down pit road yet. They've been out here 65 laps. So I would imagine probably David would come down first. You see all these drivers who made their pit stops. You got Rucker currently on pit road. You got the 18 there. That would be Carlos, who is taking his car behind the wall. So that's just going to keep going as, you know, you see the time there. 683 seconds and counting. Rick still in that second spot. There's a lap car between the two of them. That's the 99 Mathis. Looks like he's just trying to save tire right now, knowing that these guys are going to have to come down pit road. I take that back. He's been out here 20 laps, so that's not the reason I'm doing that. Yeah, William Rucker on pit road with a black flag in that 77 machine. Not sure if he had a penalty or what happened there with Rick. William, not Rick. Apologize for that, William. Looks like Lance is now coming down pit road, so throw my idea out the window because Lance is the first one to come down pit road out of those 3 drivers who have not made a pit stop. He's going to come down, get 4 tires, get that thing filled up with fuel, get back out there on the track. Rick resumes the lead here. I would imagine Edson here, he's been out here 22 laps. Could be close. They were 60. We got Elson here out 71 laps. 71, 71 to 140. I don't know. I would be coming down pit road because you're good to go if you make a pit stop. But they did have a lot of cautions too, so he's probably trying to get a couple extra laps in just in case it does go green the entire way. I just realized the live is not back on there again. I gotta write a little post-it note and put it on my monitor. Hit live twice for the live icon to show. Gotta work on that where it doesn't do that anymore. But here we are in the 98 of John Matthews here. He is sitting in that 9th spot, up 10 from where he started back in 19th. David Cook is on pit road now, getting service to that machine. Been out 74 laps. Time to come down and get new tires, fuel, get back out there on the track. Looks like 131, he's also going to come down pit road, get that machine serviced here tonight. As Rick has about a 0.7 second lead over David. William Rucker still on pit road. He's been out on pit road for going on 5 minutes now. I'm not entirely sure what happened there to William Rucker. Here, Bobby. He was a driver here at the beginning of the race. Really had some poor internet connection. Not sure what was going on there. I know it happened on my end too, so I don't know if it was something with the server. But it's been cleared up on his end here. Shortly after we got back from our little mishap over here on the broadcast side with the internet doing its weird thing. So that's the only downside when you're doing something like this, is you're solely basing everything on your internet connection staying good and solid. And as we all know, sometimes technology does not want to work in our favor. And it will dictate that you are done and you will have a bad result to your race without a care. Bobby is trying to get up to that 02 there in Mathis, not able to do anything with it yet. But he's trying to. You got Joshua Osborne here. I think he blinked out momentarily. Could have been my eyes going on me because he looks fine now, so I don't think it was him. Back here, the 20 of Edson Santos here. He's down 4 from where he started the race. Currently running 9th. Travis Rucker here. He's up 11 spots. Sitting in that P10 position. He's coming down here. Completion of lap 82 here. Here's your top 5. 2 Davids, 1-2. Stacy P3, Mathis P4, Bobby. You're rounding out your top 5 here. Looks like Rick Raven came down, got his last pit stop of the night, I would imagine. He's going to come out here, get back on track, currently a lap down. But it looks like for right now, he is going to be the second driver a lap down next to Joshua Osborne. Joshua, he's going through 1 and 2. Rick is just hitting 1 and 2 now. So Rick should be able to catch Joshua. Because now you got more drivers coming down pit road. Mathis, you got Daniel down pit road. Casey down pit road. 3 more drivers on pit road getting their, I would imagine, their final service in to round out here tonight at Gateway. I do appreciate everybody tuning in over here at Extreme Racing TV, here on YouTube. Last week we tried to do the multi-streaming thing, and it did not work out at all. Here I found out further review, it was literally a system overload on my CPU. I was not able to handle all the tasks I was trying to have it do, so we went back solely to YouTube, and we will stick with that until further notice. So it was worth a shot. Something to try, and it just unfortunately didn't work. So now Brian Edwards is on pit road. You got the other Daniel on pit road. Well, as it looks like a little battle brewing up here. This is a battle for the 15th spot. Well, 15th all the way back to 7th. 15th and 16th. The car behind him is a lap down. Almost brushing the wall there out of turn number 2. I was going to say, I think Andrew would be the next one to come down pit road. And as I was getting ready to say that, here comes Andrew down pit road. He's been out here 56 laps. Depending on where his pit stop's at, pit stall. He'll cross the start-finish line here to be officially 57 laps before his last pit stop. The drivers that are good, Daniel here, he's been out here 2 laps. Well, same with the other Daniel P. He's been out here 4 laps. Rick Raven, he's been out here 7 laps. Brian Edwards, he's been out here 2 laps. John Matthews, 3 laps. Andrew Fay just pitted. Bobby Blowers there, he's been out here 2 laps. Everybody else is in the 40 mark, other than William Rucker, he's at 17. Back up here to Edson, our leader, currently getting up to more lap traffic here. See there, Travis Rucker is able to catch him. Garrett Hagan coming out of pit road, getting back on track. He's up to his final pit stop here. He is currently 2 laps down. We have right now 4 drivers on the lead lap. Rick Raven is the last. I wouldn't say last. But he is the last driver on the lead lap. First driver that made a pit stop as I look. I'm going to say, why am I circling over here like he was getting ready to do something? I was scared for a moment, but everything's good. We're good. Nothing's wrong. You see here, we're down to about just under the 15-minute mark here left to go in the race. We're on lap 95.0130. It's going to be close on the time here tonight, folks. Like I said, they're getting about, let's see here, his last lap was a 25.126. Two laps a minute. We're down to 35 laps to go here. I think we have more than 8 lead changes. Definitely had more than 3 cautions. Right now, Edson Santos is your race leader here this evening. We completed 96 laps. Still got, like I said, 34 to go. Gonna be close, folks. Gonna be close, but still, so far, you got strategy playing out here. You got drivers on different pit cycles. Edson been out here 50 laps. You got Travis Rucker 51 laps. And then Lance Anthony here running P6. He's been out here 27 laps. David Cook 7th. He's been out here 23 laps. Everybody else in the top 10 has been out here 10 laps to 16 laps. He's trying to get up to David Cook, try to do battle with him. Not able to do anything with it quite yet. But when they do get together here, it will be for the 7th position. Right now, that's really the closest battle that's out here. Rick Raven here trying to catch up to 34 Daniel. He was currently sitting P3. Travis Rucker is on pit road. That will end his streak. Been out here 53 laps. We still got Edson. He's on pit road. That'll end his stint. Edson has led 15 laps here tonight. Now give a lead over to the 34, who's led 3 laps here tonight. Daniel started 3rd, currently in 1st. He's been out here coming up to 17 laps. We're down under 30 to go here tonight. David Cook on pit road. Here 131, just getting that back out here on the track. Get that back up. He's been out here 27 laps. Joshua Osborne here. He's been out here 4 laps. Sitting in that 16th spot. Santos, he's been back out 2 laps now. He is in 7th spot. About 17 seconds back from the leader, Daniel. I think the best driver in the best position right now is the one of Rick Raven. Now, obviously, we get another caution. That throws everything completely out the window. I would imagine those that have been out here 20 some laps coming down pit road again. And those who just pitted staying out. But I could be wrong on that one too. Daniel still leading the charge here, 9/10 ahead of Rick Raven. Vance Anthony here back up to 4th. Roughly about 4.6 back from our 3rd place runner here of the 023 of Daniel. Got battle almost brewing up there between Mathis and Travis. Now everybody seems to be spaced out pretty good here. This is a battle. These guys are both 2 laps down. Even though it's a battle for position between David and Josh. That's the closest battle we got right now is between 2 drivers that are 2 laps down. Everybody else is about a second. Oh, yeah, Edson here, 0.6 seconds back from Casey there, the double O. Rick leading the way, well, not leading the way, he's in second. He's trying to lead the way up to Daniel, but Daniel's keeping it around a second. I saw it drop to 0.8 of a second. Now it's back up to a second. Pacey was able to get around that 83 as we got debris on the track. And who is that? Who was that? The 131. Heavy, heavy, heavy contact with something. Go ahead and rewind it here. And, hard hit to the outside wall there. Unfortunately for him, that will end his night. No caution for debris. We stayed green flag here tonight. I mean, like I said, we're down to 7.5 minutes here left to go in the session. Give you guys a little race summary here real quick one more time. Still got 18 laps to go. So it's going to be, like I said, close over here tonight at the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Indy Series, race number 3, season number 3, race number 2, over here at Gateway, or also known as the Worldwide Technology Raceway, over here in Madison, USA. Like now we're up 14 out there watching. Oh man, that is awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And keeping tabs of what's going on here in the race. I do appreciate that. As you know, we're getting down to, we're getting ready to hit 15 laps to go here, probably the next lap. We'll see here. I think Daniel is not going to come back down pit road. Rick has been out here 34 laps. He's not coming back down pit road. I think everybody is good to go. Get here battle there. We do no battle there either. We got Edson Santos. He's made 4 pit stops here tonight. He's running 5th. As well as the 2 of Kalex. He's also made 4 pit stops here this evening. As we just hit the 9:30 mark, well 9:31 mark over here on the East Coast. 8:31 Central Time. Well, now 8:32 Central Time. And that'll put it at 4:32 Hawaiian time. As the battle Answer coming back down pit road. Not entirely sure. He's been out here 49 laps. He might have pitted too soon. Hate to see that for him. He was running really good here tonight too. You're down to 9 laps to go here. 8 once he crosses the line. It looks like Rick is not going to be able to catch Daniel. He's actually falling back here a little bit, sitting about 1.2 seconds back now from Daniel. Really, we got 7 drivers, 8 drivers on the lead lap here. Unless something funky happens here, it's Daniel's race to win. Or lose, I should say. Should be 6 to go here once they cross the line. 6 more laps. And once they hit the 5 to go, you'll see that lap number change from the lap what they're on to the countdown lap. But yeah, everybody's really spaced out. Really, the only closest battle that I see going on. Not bad. Oh, here comes Garrett Hagan. He's 2 laps down. Yeah. Who that was. But at that 34 Daniel. Down to 4 laps to go, and like I said, we're down to a minute 26 here to go in the session. I don't think they're gonna make it. I thought it was a 7-hour session. Or 2-hour session. 2-hour session. Two more laps to go here, unless they were talking about how based on the race take this long. Looked like Bobby and Rick were... Oh, Rick made another pit stop here. Oh, we'll see here. Looks like Daniel, the two Daniels from back to back again. And now the gap is almost 8 seconds over first to second. So we are on the last lap here tonight, folks. Down the back straightaway for the final time. 34 Daniel, his race to lose, is coming through 3 and 4 here for the final time. He's going to come out of 4 down the front straightaway. He's going to come take the checkered flag here tonight and become the second race winner here for season number 3. And he claims victory here tonight at Gateway. Finishing second, the other Daniel in the 023. Rounding out, finishing third. Got that 20 of Edson J. Santos. We got fireworks going off down the back straightaway here tonight. We got drivers. I'm sure tempers are going to be a little hot. He will go ahead here and virtually burn it up with the other Daniel from the looks of it. We're going to come up here and take a stop at the start finish line. Roll it. And no burnout. All right. Well, folks, we're going to go ahead here, see if we get the top 3 up here in the broadcast booth real quick. They're going to be short interviews here tonight, so we're going to go ahead, step away, get them up here in the broadcast booth. Do not go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. I have found the top 3. We are going to go ahead here and get them up here in the broadcast booth in just a quick moment. Zoom that out just a little bit. Make sure I get the right channel here for all this stuff that's going to take place. What we're going to go ahead and do here, get up our third place finisher here tonight. That would be that number 20 of Edson J. Santos. Well, go ahead and talk about your race here tonight at Gateway. It looked like it started off a little rough for you guys out there on the track tonight, but you guys ended up strong. Good long green flag run there at the end of the race. Go ahead and talk about it here tonight.
Yeah, hello Dennis, hello everyone. So happy to be here again. What a race, full of alternatives. Obviously, this quantity of yellows opened up different strategies. I really like this kind of race, but being an accident in turn one, on lap one, in a race of 130 laps is really very disappointing. There is a guy blinking in front, another guy touched the wall where he come inside. Well, pretty bad. But with Lucky Dogs, there's some possibility to recover. I needed hundreds of yellows to return for the leader's lap. But it was interesting. There was a yellow. I could came for the leader's lap again. I was in 14th, 15th, something around it. And what was interesting because I could do some overtakings, and in this last yellow, I completed my tank, so I could have some laps after the leaders and with the clean track in front, and I could recover with good laps, and in the end I could finish in the podium. I was not expecting this because I was, of course, two laps behind, but thinking in the championship, it was a good result. I'd like to send a warm hug for all my teammates, especially Florentino, my teammate, finished in sixth, and it was a good position for him. And that next week gonna be here, and I hope to be a clean race, different this one.
Yeah, you know, you alluded to, that driver blinking there at the beginning of the race. It sucks when you're having to deal with that situation. And not only is the driver trying to get around that cleanly, but also being that driver who's going through that situation,
Yeah.
wanting to stay out there and compete and all that stuff. But it's one of those situations. It's part of the iRacing community. We all deal with it. We all run into that from time to time. But it is good to see that got cleaned up, and it ended up being some good racing out there here tonight. And definitely looking forward to what you guys are going to be doing next week over at the iRacing Super Speedway. That's going to be fun and exciting. Definitely can't wait to see what you guys are going to do there next Thursday night. But any more final thoughts, shout outs you want to give, Edson, before we go ahead? Let's go and celebrate P3 here tonight at Gateway.
Yeah, another P3 as the last week. I hope in the next one I can get some better position like P2 or P1. Yeah, that just shout a kiss for my children and my wife here. Yeah. I hope to be here in the next week. See you guys.
All right, Edson. Well, you enjoy this P3, and until next Thursday night, iRacing Super Speedway, enjoy, and we'll see you back out there in the track.
You'll be there.
All right. All right, everybody, that'll take us up to our second place finisher here this evening. Let's go ahead and get him up here in the broadcast booth if I can. There we go. Get him up here. There he is. Daniel, finishing P2 here this evening. You guys always seem to be running within 2 positions of each other for the entire race. But you here finishing second here tonight. Go ahead and talk about your race. You started on the pole, but finishing right there, second podium spot here this evening. Go ahead and talk about your race here at Gateway.
I'm very happy with the results. So I got the pole. I'm not the best qualifier, so I was surprised by that. I haven't trained at all to make this lap. So I was surprised because of lack of practice of the first turn. So I almost went to the wall, and because of that, two drivers passed me. So one of them my teammate Pereira. So I need to be careful. I knew me and him we had a good pace in the circuit, so we need to be calm and try to survive in the best way possible. So I was trying to not force too much the issue in all the race, just to finish in a good position. And I want to congratulate Daniel Pereira for the result, my teammate again, another very good result for Black Gold Racing. I want to congrats also Edson. Edson, another Brazilian driver, very good. He made an incredible comeback in this race, and also his teammate Mateus also had a very good result. So very good race after the first caution flags. So we had a green flag run. I'm very happy for that. And now I want to keep this rhythm for all the championship, finding good result. I want to thank all my team and also our sponsors. So Maconi Setup Shop, so for setups for every car in the service, RMS Sim Racing, and TS Sport.
All right. Well, you pretty much hit all the talking points there. And, we look forward here. Coming up here on the 6th of March. We're gonna kick it off over at the iRacing Super Speedway. Definitely looking forward to seeing what you guys have in store for that. Anything that you're particularly looking forward to going into that race here next Thursday night?
I think it will be an insane race. So we can put 5 or 6 cars side by side all the race, and this is an invite for accidents. So we will drive to survive and attack in the end of the race for sure.
All right. Well, definitely looking forward to that 5-6 wide and seeing how long you guys can maintain it. But until then, you got P2 here to finish, not finish, to celebrate here tonight at Gateway, to finish up your week here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. But until next Thursday at the iRacing Super Speedway, enjoy, and we'll see you back out there on the track here real soon.
Thank you, Danny. See you next week.
All right. Thank you. All right. And that'll bring us up to our race winner here this evening, that number 34 machine of the other Daniel Perena. Let's get him up here in the broadcast booth. Well, Daniel pulled it off here tonight, grabbing that victory. You started third, finishing first here tonight. Go ahead and talk about your race. How was it racing with your teammates here at Gateway?
Hi, Dennis, and happy to be here. It should discover if I remember how to speak in English.
Yeah, if you guys, if you speak whatever you want. You guys speak Spanish, go ahead and speak it.
No, I'm a bit rusty, but I need to speak to remember. My race was very good, and this track and this type of track, I'm good, and I'm very comfortable since the beginning of the race. So when we had a very long green flag run, I was able to save a lot of tires, and I I controlled the race. I got I take the leader. I took the lead of after a pit stop. I got a overcut, and because I was very fast in the end of the stint, I had a lot of tires left. So when I had a very fast car, and when I got the first place, and I just controlled the race, and the long green flag run is very good for me. So the end was a little bit easy, probably. So well, I'm very happy. First victory here, first win here in this league, and well, I'm very happy, very happy. Uh, and to not forget, congratulations to my teammates Daniel Rache, 1 and 2, and he won the first race, so he's the leader of the classification. Congrats to Edson. He's a very fast driver, and race sometimes in another leagues or Brazilian leagues. And well, I guess it's congrats to everyone because it's a very hard track to race, and I guess we had a very clean race. So, well, congrats to everyone.
Yes, definitely. Congrats to everybody that showed up here tonight and put on a show for everybody out there to enjoy. It started off a little bit rough, but it got cleaned up and had that nice long green flag run to wrap it up here tonight at Gateway. So it's awesome to see that. Uh, but before we go ahead and let you go here, Daniel, and celebrate your victory here, we do have a race next Thursday night coming up over at the iRacing Super Speedway. Kind of give, what are you looking forward to, not looking forward to going into that race here next Thursday?
Well, I'm not looking forward. It's not the type of track I like to race, and I'm not a fan of pack racing, to tell you the truth. So, well, it's survive, survive, and survive, and see what happens in the end.
Yes, it is. It's going to be interesting to see how that all plays out, especially with these cars. But you still got a victory here tonight to celebrate at Gateway, and we're gonna go ahead and let you go and go celebrate here. Any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go in the victory lane here tonight?
Well, I like to say about our partners, Macon Setup Shop, RMS Simulators, and TS Sports. They are helping us a lot in this year. And all my teammates, we had a big team. Flauzino ran with us today, but he was a little bit unlucky. And all of our teammates in the Black Gold Racing, we had a VT3, other IndyCars uh, racers, and everyone. A big shout out to everyone.
All right, Daniel. Well, you go enjoy this victory here tonight at Gateway, and even though you're not looking forward to it, we're looking forward to it next Thursday night over at the iRacing Super Speedway, seeing what you guys have in store for us. But until then, enjoy, and we'll see you back out there on the track next Thursday.
Thank you, Dennis. I hope to see you soon.
Yes, hopefully next week you'll be back up here. You never know. Alrighty, folks, and that will conclude the interviews here this evening. So let's go ahead and get them down to the final results, pending any admin stuff they have to do, which I don't foresee that being too much here. Daniel Perena there grabbing the victory, started third, finishing first. The other Daniel Rache, finishing second, started first. Finishing third, you got the 20 of Edson Santos. Fourth, you got the 83 of Travis Rucker. Fifth, the 000 of Pacey. Sixth, we got Mathis, the 02. And seventh, we got the 3 there of Brian Edwards. Eighth, you got the 98 of John Matthews. Ninth, the 034 of Bobby. And 10th, you got Rick Raven. Back in 11th here this evening, you got the 52 there of Lance Anthony. 12th, the 71 of David Cook. Gary Hagan in the 30 finishing 13th. And 14th, you got the 99 there of Mathis. And 15th, you got the 28 of Andrew Fay. 16th, the 07 of Joshua Osborne. Kalex Wetzel there in the 2 finishing 17th. Finishing 18th, the 131 of Elson. 19th, the 77 of William Rucker. 20th, the 18 of Carlos Steele. 21st, the 24 of Andy Frazier. 22nd, the 43 of Clabe Carter. 23rd, the 76 of Brad Adams. And rounding out the field here this evening, finishing 24th, the 916 of Aaron Hobart. All right, everybody. Well, it's been a pleasure for another broadcast over here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour over here on Extreme Racing TV. Make sure you tune in next Thursday night as these drivers head to the iRacing Super Speedway. But until then, take care of yourselves and each other and have a good night.